The only people we need to save the world from a Gothic apocalypse are two mini-golf employees. Gothic Slayers released a couple of weekends ago in 2025 and is available on all streaming services, and this film is directed by Caleb Harris, who is also behind the film Missouri Trippin' and short films like Cover Up and Court Appointed Angel. And plus, his first name is Caleb. I mean, automatically. He's just cool because Caleb. It's a cool name. And this film is starring Dylan Eschbaugh, Ben Getz, Sam Rothermel, Piper Verbrick, Quinn Hemphill, Daniel Gaiulo, Sully Brown, and Melanie Rosedale. Ben and Dylan are longtime best friends and co-workers at their hometown mini golf course. Their days are spent playing putt-putt, devouring ice cream, and hitting up the local arcade. But their small-town lives are turned upside down when a demonic cult rolls into town and kidnaps their friend Dougie. Their fate has been set. They must do battle against an ancient, otherworldly evil to not only save their friend, but also the only place they've ever called home. And that is the official synopsis of this movie, because I was actually sent a press kit and a screener for this film, which doesn't really happen that often on this channel. I just kind of randomly pick movies, or some of you out there, some of my subscribers send over PayPal recommendations and I give you a little shout out. But this one was just a random movie that I saw, I watched, I posted on Letterboxd, and then the director and a couple of the actors started following me and reposting my grade. So anytime that filmmakers, show me attention, I immediately get all giggly and sad. But I also got giggly inside while watching this movie, regardless of whoever was retweeting or posting or messaging me. I just randomly purchased this one, downloaded it, watched it, and I had so much fun with this movie. This reminded me of the action comedy films that I grew up with, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, that really, we don't see that often anymore. It's a sense of humor that I think is lost on the newer generation, in my opinion. But these stories of these nerds in their hometown trying to overcome an evil force or someone doing wrong around the city, and then they become makeshift heroes, kind of what they've always dreamed about doing, but definitely don't have the confidence or the urges to carry through with them because it's all just made up fantasy in their mind, right? But here they actually get to live out their heroic fantasies that they've always had. And I think this movie is an absolute delight. I think the chemistry between our two lead actors is freaking amazing. Reading up on them, apparently they've been friends for a very long time. They went to NYU Tisch. So here they are, basically just being themselves and being friends on screen. This is a chemistry, this is a friendship that you're seeing play out throughout the story that is hard to replicate. It's hard to take two different people, two different actors, shove them together and say, hey, you guys have been best friends your entire lives. Your characters have been best friends your entire lives. Now act that on screen, please. It's hard to generate that friendship when it's the person that you're just meeting for the first time on a set. But here, they've known each other. They have been friends for a very long time, so it's very easy to translate their real-life relationship to the relationship of these two characters. Plus, their characters' first names are also their first names, so pretty sure that was very easy for them on set. And it's a classic comedic duo that we've seen, gosh, for the last 100 years on the small screen and the big screen, going back to the Abbott and Costello days. Laurel and Hardy and all that stuff. Ben's serving more as the straight man, the one that has all the straight line deliveries. Of course, he has some pratfall-y comedic points in this film as well, but the majority of those pratfalls and physical humor go over to Dylan, who has some great line deliveries. Their first encounter with the Goths in this movie, and you see the spirit come up and they're in the woods and Dylan is drinking his little slushie and he makes the little sound. As you're getting to the bottom of the slushie, they hide, and at first you think he's there and he's like freaking out or he's scared, but no, it's just a brain freeze. He's totally fine. I actually had some sympathy pains for him in that moment. I get brain freezes all the time. And how he was doing it, he was covering his mouth, or he was doing that and he was just trying to heat up his brain. But for me, what helps me is I do this. That always helps me with the brain freeze. I don't know why, that's just how I am. I know I'm weird. And another aspect that I loved about this movie is that they splice in 8-bit animations throughout the film, really when it gets to like heavy action scenes. This is an independent feature, so I'm sure like budgeting when it comes to, hey, let's just do animation as opposed to building sets, do choreography, and do all these special effects on the screen. I'm sure one is cheaper than the other, that's why we went with the animation, but I'm a sucker for great 8-bit animation sequences. It brings me back to my childhood and the Super Nintendo games. So whenever they were running or like jumping up onto roofs, there would always be these crows that would be coming in and attacking Dylan all the time. And I love those sequences. And they're not just in here because they're in here for, hey, this is cool and it's nerdy, right? No, these two kids, once they're done working at the mini golf, they go over to the arcade and they play Gothic Slayers as an arcade game there. So those 8-bit sequences are put in here not just from out of nowhere, they actually made sense into their mentality behind these big epic battles that they get into. When I watch a movie, the main thing I want to do is just have fun, regardless of the genre, whether it's a drama, a comedy, a horror film, doesn't matter. I just want to feel it in my heart and in my gut that I'm having a fun-ass time. And that's what I had with this movie. This movie is so much fun, and if you are a child of the late 90s, early 2000s, and you love this style of comedy, I guarantee you'll have a fun-ass time watching this movie. Please go check it out. Please purchase it on any streaming services that are out there. It's a fun little indie film that I think everyone will enjoy. I'm going to give Gothic Slayers 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
So guys, if you've seen Gothic Slayers, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.